In this video, we're going to discuss the key differences between Montessori and traditional education so that you can make a decision on which is best for your child. Keep watching. While both Montessori and traditional education can provide a good quality education, they take very different approaches to learning. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at both Montessori and traditional education. The biggest difference between Montessori and traditional education is in their approach to learning. Montessori schools follow a more child-centered approach, allowing children to move about and choose their own activities and learn at their own pace based on their own interests. Traditional schools are much more structured, with students spending most of their time sitting at a desk listening to the teacher give lectures and working on worksheets. A Montessori school curriculum focuses on each individual child's specific needs, skills, and learning interests. While traditional schools, their curriculum teaches all students together as a whole, regardless of if they're ready for that or have already mastered that skill or learning concept. Again, they both provide a good quality education, but the learning approaches are just very different. So while the Montessori method may work better for your child, a traditional method of education could work better for another child. One important thing to note and consider is how a school assesses your child's academic readiness. We're going to talk about how Montessori schools do it and then how traditional schools do so. Montessori schools use a portfolio system in which students showcase their work over time so that teachers can really be able to understand, see, keep track of, and demonstrate the students' progress. Traditional schools, on the other hand, they tend to use tests and exams to academically place a student and measure where they are academically. So how do we know which approach of learning is best for our child? Well, it's important to consider your child's learning style and personality when making that decision. If your child is independent and loves exploring and is curious and a hands-on learner, then Montessori education may be best for them. But if your child enjoys a more structured environment and enjoys doing workbook activities and worksheets, then a traditional school may be the way for them to go. Ultimately, the decision comes down to what you feel will work best for your child and your family. So what is Montessori education? The Montessori method was developed by Dr. Maria Montessori, an Italian physician and educator. She believed that all children have the ability to reach their full potential if they are given the right environment to do so. Montessori schooling emphasizes the unique skills of each individual child and their ability to learn at their own pace. And teachers tailor their lessons and instructions based on that child's individual needs. It's a hands-on approach to learning that allows children to explore and discover their own interests while also developing a love for learning. The 5 key subjects of Montessori learning in the school system are language arts, mathematics, science, sensory, and life skills. In addition to those core subjects, Montessori schools also offer extracurricular activities such as sports, music, and arts. These activities help children to develop a well-rounded skill set of academic and real-life skills. What is traditional education? Traditional education has been around for centuries. It is a type of learning that most of us already know very well and most of us went through and experienced as children. It's a more structured and formal approach to learning. Students spend a lot of time in classrooms, sitting at desks, listening to teachers give lectures, and doing worksheets. They're also typically sent home with more worksheets to do at home. This type of education focuses on delivering information and academics to students and preparing them for standardized tests and exams. One of the benefits of traditional schooling is that it's a well-known, tried, proven, and comfortable approach to learning. It's something that we've been through already, we already know of, and so we may already be trusting of it. It's very effective for preparing children for college and careers, but Many parents argue that it lacks in preparing children for the real world and practical life scenarios. But if you're looking for an educational approach that is familiar, then traditional education may be the right choice for your family. So it's important to remember that every child is different and unique and will thrive in different types of environments. Some children do very well in traditional school settings, while other children may prefer a hands-on approach to learning, and they may learn better that way. Just be sure to consider your child's learning approach, learning style, personality, and temperament when making the decision on which is better for your family. If your child is hands-on, independent, and curious and enjoys exploring, then Montessori school is perfect for them. If your child prefers a more structured approach, then traditional school would be better for them. But again, ultimately, the decision is a personal one and one that only you can make for your child. Remember that no matter what type of school you choose for your child, the most important aspects of choosing a school for your child is their safety, their happiness, and their academic success. So no matter what school you choose, make sure that your child will feel safe, secure, happy, and succeed academically. If you can't decide between a Montessori school and a traditional school, maybe you can try both. Actually, Montessori school is best for children up to the age of 6 years old. So maybe your child will do better in a Montessori school setting from infancy or toddler years or preschool years up into maybe the age of 5 or 6, and then you can gradually transition them to a traditional school setting. That way, in the early years when they suck up so much information and they're very curious and they love to explore and be hands-on, then they can really develop those type of skills in a Montessori setting. But as they get older and then they start considering what type of career they would like to pursue and what type of college they would like to attend, then maybe a traditional school may be better. Either way, make sure that whichever school, or if you choose both school, whatever the school isn't teaching your child, you're prepared to be able to still give your child those skills at home on your own, because no school is perfect. And while we want to find the perfect school that's going to give our children everything that they need to succeed in life, the best person that can do that is us. So I hope that you found this video helpful. I hope that it just helped you figure out some of the key differences between traditional education and Montessori education. If you would like to know more about the Montessori learning and why we chose Montessori for our 3-year-old son, then be sure to check out the video that I did on Montessori learning earlier in the week. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more helpful content just like this. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comments section below. I will be doing more Montessori homeschooling and learning videos, so any type of suggestions and feedback will be helpful for this series and for all future videos. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was helpful. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.